Hello and welcome to John R. Wooden Gymnasium on the campus of Martinsville High School for a conference matchup with the Lady Artisans playing host to the Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs. It's all brought to you on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSAA TV. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jack Reeves, and I'm joined alongside my broadcast partner, Maddox Dilly. It is senior night, so let's send it down to our PA announcer, Matt Smith, for all the festivities.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Martinsville High School, I would like to welcome you to our PRTC Basketball Season 2024. We would like to take this opportunity to show our appreciation to our student athletes and their parents. We would like to thank the class of 2024 for their strong work, their school spirit, and their determination. We would also like to thank the parents for all their help and support to our fine senior class. Our first senior tonight is number 1, Martinsville. Maria is a 4-year varsity basketball member, 2-year varsity cheerleader, member of MHS and student council. Maria is also in the top 25 of her class. Maria plans to attend IU to become a music therapist. Maria's favorite memory of basketball is winning the first game of her senior season against MHS. Best of luck, Maria Martinsville.
Congratulations to the 4 seniors here on senior night. We're going to step aside now while Martinsville and Franklin prepare for this mid-state conference battle. We'll be back with a preview of tonight's game, the starting lineups, and the opening tip in about 17 minutes. You're watching Martinsville Artesian girls basketball on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSAA TV. Welcome back to the John R. Wooden Gymnasium on the campus of Martinsville High School for a conference matchup with the Lady Artisans playing host to the Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs. It's all brought to you on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSAA TV. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jack Reeves, and I'm joined alongside my broadcast partner, Maddox Dilly. Now, sorry for that. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, folks, but welcome back to the John R. Wooden Gymnasium on the campus of Martinsville High School for a conference matchup with the Lady Artisans playing host to the Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs. It's all brought to you on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSAA TV. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jack Reeves, and I'm joined alongside my broadcast partner, Maddox Dilly. And Maddox, right off the jump here, we would like to send our thoughts and prayers to Morgan County Sheriff's Deputy Mallory Schwab. Schwab was shot in the shoulder this morning in an officer-involved shooting while responding to a welfare check. Thankfully, Schwab is recovering and in stable condition.
She was a standout for the Lady Artesian basketball team here at MHS, Jack, and was also a former assistant coach. She's a contracted security guard for the MSD of Martinsville and can be routinely seen here at games in the John R. Wooden Gymnasium and at other events in the schools around the district. Again, our thoughts and prayers are with Mallory and her family here tonight.
Now, Maddox, let's turn our attention tonight to our senior night matchup. The Artisans are coming back quickly after a tough loss to Jasper just on Saturday, 48-29, but they're looking to get a W tonight for senior night against the Mid-State Conference rivals, the Franklin Grizzly Cubs. to take a three. That one is no good. Rebound is hauled down by B. Ewing. And Clem will take it up the floor quickly.
Well, some good ball movement there from the Artesians. You saw a couple pump fakes, drive to the lane, kick out there from Potter. We're going to get a backcourt violation here. Nice work from Emma Potter early in this game.
Yeah, that's great defensive intensity. That's, we talked about controlling the tempo for the Cubs, and right now the Artesians are coming out with a little bit of fire under them.
That's right. Emma Potter coming back from a recent knee injury. The senior on senior night. You can see her knee taped up there. Hopefully she can stay healthy.
Lingle driving in and finishes through contact.
Tough bucket there for Haley Lingle.
York finds B. Ewing in the paint. She kicks it out. Great ball movement so far from this Grizzly Cup team.
Sure is.
B. Ewing for three. That one's too hard. And Rottenkrantz has the rebound.
Maybe a missed shot there from B. Ewing. That's beautiful ball movement there from the Grizzly Cubs. They lost a couple Artesian defenders as they were cutting to the basket. As Marina Rottenkrantz is fouled, driving to the lane. She'll go to the line for two. Nice work there from Rottenkrantz.
We have a good student section tonight supporting for this Artesian team on their senior night. Rottenkrantz's first free throw is good. And Emma Potter will head to the bench as one of their more common starters, Layla Mallory, checks in. Rottenkrantz is no good on her second free throw. The rebound is hauled in. They're going to get Trinity Jones on a blocking foul there against Brooklyn York.
Just a little too aggressive there from Jones.
First foul of the game for both sides. Kimbrell on the wing, she's surveying. Clem passes to Kimbrell, and Kimbrell pulls up from three, and that is water. First points of the night for the Franklin Grizzly Cubs, scored by Scarlett Kimbrell.
Nice shot there from Kimbrell.
You saw a little bit of a press there from the Cubs like we talked about in our keys to the game. The Artesians were able to get through it successfully. Now Maya Lewis drives.
Getting through those full court presses has been one of the flaws in this Artesian team this year.
Maya Lewis for three. That one doesn't hit anything. Rebounded by York, and they're pushing the floor. Layup is no good, and it's rebounded by Rottenkrantz.
The Grizzly Cubs are making really good moves right now. They're just not able to hit shots. You saw Sappenfield there get a pump fake. Maya Lewis was closing out. She got to the lane for an easy bucket, just not able to fall.
There goes Mallory. She falls over, and she dribbles it out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover, and a timeout is called by Coach Armstrong of the Cubs. We're tied up 3-3 here after the first almost 4 minutes of this first quarter.
This might come to a shock to some Artesian fans, being tied up 3-3 and making them take the first timeout, them being the Franklin Grizzly Cubs, who are ranked 6th in 4A this year, 7th in the Indiana coaches poll. This is exactly what you want if you're Dave Knuckles. They're not hitting the shots they want to, and they're playing exceptional defense. Hopefully they can keep the ball rolling on offense as well.
Yeah, this Grizzly Cup team has been dominant, specifically the senior class. The senior class of 10 players that all get playing time. They've been together for years now, ever since middle school, and they've been pretty notoriously good. As another three is pulled from deep, that one is too long for Kimbrell, but the rebound's corralled by York. That three-pointer is too short. York gets another offensive rebound. They look down to B. Ewing. She can't finish, but she's fouled by Trinity Jones That is their second foul of this first quarter.
That's some nice offensive rebounding there from the Grizzly Cubs. Artesians need to get a body on a body. I preach it every game. Rebounding is the key to win games. And when a shot goes up, you need to eye your defender, get a body on them. You see most teams when a shot goes up, they just stare at the rim and wait for the ball to just magically fall in their hands. It's not going to happen. You got to put a body on a body and go find that ball.
B. Ewing's first free throw is no good, and we remain knotted up here at 3 each.
Jade Mead checks into the Artesians as Haley Lingle gets a breather.
Mead had a really good game 2 days ago on Saturday against the Jasper Wildcats, as that second free throw is also no good. But back to what I was saying about Mead, she led the team in scoring with 10 points, albeit a loss. Mead had a very impressive performance off the bench.
And a steal.
Here goes York. York is posting up against Mallory. That one is too strong. Offensive rebounds have been a big story here so far for the Franklin Grizzly Cubs.
Sure have. The ball movement has been very exceptional tonight. Lots of backdoor cuts that the Artesians don't see.
Sappenfield finds Clem across court, and Clem drives in. Sappenfield's getting it knocked away from Jones. She eventually finds B. Ewing.
Artesians putting a lot of pressure on the ball here, making them take deep threes, which are no good, and now we got a fast break going. And it's tipped out, and the Grizzly Cubs will get possession going the other way.
Yeah, that is a great hustle from York. She already has a few offensive rebounds in this one, and she's able to poke it away from Rottenkrantz.
That's right. You saw Rottenkrantz sort of running away with it. You'd think most players might just slow down, not try to get a foul called on them, but Grizzly Cubs think otherwise.
Another three-pointer, and she hits it. She has all 6 of the points here so far. That is the second three-pointer for Scarlett Kimbrell.
Grizzly Cubs putting some pressure on the ball here. Artesians call a timeout. Smart move there from Coach Dave Knuckles.
Yeah, now we're starting to see some of that full court pressure that we talked about in the Keys, and I'm not all too surprised about it.
That's right, Jack. We talked about it in the opening. It was defensive intensity. Franklin's going to want to put pressure on the Artesians because we have seen it time and time again. When the Artesians inbound the basketball, they get pressure put on them, and they simply do not know how to react. Coach Knuckles and the Artesians stepping back out onto the floor here. 2:20 and change remaining in the first quarter. Grizzly Cubs lead by 3.
Rottenkrantz is doubled down here on her own side of the floor. It's picked up. Kimbrell thought about another 3 as Clem is found in the corner. She drives short baseline. Here comes another deep 3 from Kimbrell. Ooh. That was almost a heat check as the rebound's pulled in by Jade Mead.
No, I don't see her stopping shooting those anytime soon.
She's 2 of 4 so far. Almost made it 3 of 4. That one just unluckily rattled out. And we're seeing the pressure from Clem. And Rottenkrantz turns it over.
Like it was a miscommunication there. She thought one of her teammates was going to drive towards the paint. Another deep 3.
There it is. Good. Man, Kimbrell is on fire so far. 3 of 5 from three-point land, and Dave Knuckles calls another timeout.
That's right. He's definitely giving her a heat check. And Kimbrell, you know, when you see your defender take those deep 3s, they get the ball pass. It's normally a drive towards the basket and then kick way out to the volleyball line, really just past half court. And when you see your defender catch that ball, you know, you're giving him space. You're stepping up to about the 3-point line. But with Kimbrell, you simply can't do that. You got to step up. She's taking deep 3s. You've seen it here tonight. She has all 9 points for the Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs here tonight. And I can assume that Dave Knuckles is telling whoever guards Kimbrell, step up. She's going to knock the 3 in your eyes.
Yeah, Maddox. They like to run a little bit of a zone defense. But, you know, if Kimbrell is going to step out from that far away and she's going to hit him on a regular basis, I mean, you just got to step up. You got to change something defensively. And Mallory kicked it out of bounds after Clem pressured her. This press is really starting to get to this Artesian team early on. Kimbrell will inbound it. She almost thought about another three.
That's nice drive there. Aubrey Runyon on that one.
Yeah, she was able to split the two people that were up top and kind of just went right in between them. And Coach's harp, if you're going to run a defense like that where you have two guards at top trying to guard somebody, it's just frustrating to watch for coaches to watch their pressure get split like that, because really no one in the paint is expecting that to happen, and it creates a very easy unguarded layup for Aubrey Runyon.
That's right, Marina Rotkrantz is at the line for two after getting fouled there on the drive.
Rotkrantz hits her first one. She's 3 of 3 from the line so far tonight.
You know, when you talk about Kimbrell and her deep three shooting, I said it earlier, if you're a coach, you're going to want to tell your players to step up on that three ball. But with Kimbrell, she'll act like she's going to shoot, and then if you're not sprinting up, hands up, closing out, you're chopping your feet like crazy, then she's going to pump fake and get right by you.
Here goes Sappenfield on the drive. She finds Runyon. Here goes Kimbrell, another three. That one's no good, but it was tipped out by Jade Mead.
Unfortunate tip there for the Artesians.
Excuse me on that statistic earlier on Rotkrantz. She was 2 of 3 from the line, but she missed her second one, so now she is 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Runyon at the elbow. She has a convoy of Artesians come towards her, and she's fouled. Maya Lewis is checking in for Jones right now.
Maya Lewis, that three-point specialist that we've seen all year from the Artesians. Maybe Dave Knuckles is trying to think, let's fight fire with fire here. If Kimbrell wants to shoot those deep threes, we'll hit right back with Maya Lewis.
Mallory is able to break the press all on her own. She runs out of space to go, and it's turned over. Here comes Kimbrell, and Kimbrell finds Runyon for the easy layup.
Nice work there from Kimbrell driving down. She had a couple Artesians go up to her, try to close her out, and she finds an easy back door open for an easy fast break layup.
They have York guarding Mallory right now. Mallory drives, and she loses it. York picks it up.
Nice tip there from Runyon. She was on another fast break layup. That one no good. Rebound Artesians.
1 second to go. Rotkrantz is not able to get the shot off. That'll do it in this first quarter of action here. You're watching the Lady Artesians face off in this conference matchup against the Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs. You're watching it all on MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSAA TV.
At Home Bank, we value our communities. Homegrown. Home style. Home team. Home for the holidays. Your new home. Because at the end of the day, this is your bank. And when a bank really understands your needs, you feel at home.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
We are back here for the second quarter of action in this conference matchup between the Artesians and the Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs. As Lauren Clem shoots a three, that one's no good.
Tipped off of Layla Mallory.
Student section doesn't like that call too much.
They do not.
Kimbrell will inbound it from the corner. York will take a three of her own. That one's off back rim, and Rottenkrantz is going to press it in transition. Rottenkrantz's layup is no good. Rebound by Lingle. Put up, no good again, and it was tipped off of Lingle last, and Franklin will get the ball.
Nice work there from Lingle. We saw it early in the season. It was Lingle and Jones who were rotating in and out, replacing each other, and they were just animals on the offensive boards. Lingle just not able to get that one to fall.
Yeah, there was one game earlier that I was on the call for. I believe it was Bloomington North, and although they lost, Haley Lingle had 4 second-chance opportunities. She pulled down the offensive rebound and went right back up with it and scored every time. That's how she got all of her 8 points scored that night.
That's exactly what you want to see if you're Coach Dave Knuckles.
Lauren Klim will shoot a three. That one's too strong and misses everything, but Franklin will keep it.
That's right, tipped off the hands of Maya Lewis.
That pass is a deep one to Clem.
Layla Mallory stepping up on that shooter in Kimbrell.
Clem is going to drive. Now it's York. And Clem is hearing all the air ball chants here so far from the student section.
The student section, I think, is notorious for that.
As that one by York. That one isn't an air ball. That's all net.
Dangerous pass. Mallory there for the recovery.
Mallory looking to drive left. She's unable to. She's tangled up with. And here goes Lewis on the drive. That one is blocked by York.
Nice work there from York. She was sort of trailing in her back hip there. And she's able to catch up at the last second and get the block. 3 ball, no good from Runyon.
This stifling defense right now is giving the Artesians some trouble as Mallory drives and she finishes.
Tough finish there from Mallory. And it looked like a fast break off of a made basket, but a turnover from Runyon.
Yeah, Runyon had a wide open lane, and I think, you know, if you've ever played basketball and you've been in that situation where you just have a wide open lane, it's stressful. It's harder than some contested shots, I would say.
There's a lot of pressure put on you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you get that wide open basket, everybody's thinking you're going to make it.
There's a Rottenkrantz 3 ball, and that one's good.
Nice shot from Marina Rottenkrantz. She was left unguarded beyond the arc. And that was a mistake the Grizzly Cubs are going to regret. And Rottenkrantz almost comes away with the steal. They're fighting for it, and the Grizzly Cubs will take over. And that's Urban on the drive. And a basket made there from Urban. Nice second chance, not giving up opportunity there from the Grizzly Cubs.
Yeah, Kennedy Urban was what you call in the right place at the right time.
That's
it was
right.
Just a loose ball, and it fell right into her hands, and she was underneath the basket with no one in front of her.
Exactly right.
Rottenkrantz has nowhere to go. She finds Lewis. Lewis now drives baseline. Layup is no good, but she will get fouled.
Much better job there from Maya Lewis. A couple possessions earlier, she drove to the lane, and she got swatted by York this time. She drives back in the lane, sort of gives York just a little bit of a shoulder, a little bit of a body push, and sort of gets her body going the other way, sort of like a fadeaway, but not exactly, and she gets a foul call on her. Nice work there from Maya Lewis.
Lewis's first free throw is no good.
Unlucky bounce there as Trinity Jones will sub for Haley Lingle.
Runyon and York head to the bench.
Winning, and Reinhold will take their spot. Another unlucky bounce there for Lewis.
Clem finds Reinhold, who thought about the three-pointer. And now a deep three.
Oh.
She almost hit it, but she will get the foul on Rottenkrantz. Scarlett Kimbrell with her 6th three-point attempt on the night.
Rottenkrantz closing out just a little too fast, a little too hard on that one. And she fouls Kimbrell. She's lucky Kimbrell didn't make the three. The Franklin fans would have erupted.
Kimbrell misses her first, and her second one is no good. It was a three-point shot, so she will get a 3rd free throw.
Now this is also one of the most stressful things you can do. Shooting free throws, especially in a tight game situation.
That one's tipped out of bounds by Kennedy Urban.
Artesians remain possession. 10-point lead for the Grizzly Cubs.
Rottenkrantz is pressured by Clem. Clem has done a great job so far tonight, putting a lot of pressure on all the guards, whether it would be Mallory or Rottenkrantz.
That's right. It almost looks too easy for her.
Yeah, she definitely has the endurance, as she is going to run track and field at college next year.
Reinhold there on the push-off foul.
Rottenkrantz now guarded by Urban. Great man-to-man defense so far, and Urban forces a turnover. It was last touched by Urban, so Martinsville will keep it. But man, this aggressive man defense from Franklin is giving the Artesians fits right now, Maddox.
That's right. That was really nice work from Urban. She saw Rottenkrantz's eyes. As she started to sort of pick up her dribble, she looked at her eyes, and her eyes were sort of going over her head, looking for a pass in the paint. Urban stuck her hand up and got a piece of it. Going to get a travel call on the Artesians. That one's not a good sight to see.
Yeah, they had a stretch 2 days ago against Jasper where they did not score in the third quarter. And the Wildcats went on a 15-0 run, and it really just kind of deflated the Artesian spirit, and they weren't able to come back from it as they lost by 19. And you really, as early as it is, just halfway through the second quarter, don't want that deflating moment just yet. They want to keep competing to the final buzzer, as that is another turnover, and it's an easy layup by Buing. They're going to get Clem on a push.
Nothing changes here, though. Artesian still to inbound. Nice defensive work there from Buing.
Man, this press is just stifling right now. They have nowhere to go, and Clem tips it away.
This is excellent work for the Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs. See if they can do it again, I guess. Fans want to push off foul there as a Cub went to the ground, Sophie Reinhold.
Rottenkrantz is driving. That basket's no good, and she goes to the floor. Clem pulls down the rebound. Risky pass. Now Reinhold is driving.
Foul called on Marina Rottenkrantz. Once again, Kimbrell thinking they might take that deep three. Kimbrell instead pump fakes. And that time she went one way, sort of crossed over, went the other. Rottenkrantz sort of got lost, tried to grab the arm. Got a foul called on her.
Coach Knuckles is talking to the ref. He's smiling. You know he's frustrated by that call, but gotta live to see the next play. They find Buing in the paint, and she goes up with the left.
Nice work there from Erica Buing. Buing averaging 13 points per game, the most on the team.
They're going to get Sappenfield on that foul. So Mallory will go to the free throw line. Mallory is a 58% free throw shooter on the year. That first one is good. Mallory's second free throw is also good. Mallory goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Clem drives. She gives it up. Here goes Sappenfield. Finds Ewing in the paint. She's fouled going up.
Artesian fans not happy with that one. They thought it was tipped out of bounds before Ewing could get the shot up. Refs obviously think otherwise.
Ewing's first one rattles around before it drops. Maya Lewis checks in for Trinity Jones. Lingle is guarded closely. That three is an air ball. And I'm sure, as the fans can hear at home, she's now getting the air ball chance from the student section. Rottenkrantz is now guarded by Clem closely yet again. Mallory's looking around. She goes up on two people. She's not able to convert. And here goes Kimbrell.
That's right. Mallory wanted the foul there.
There's another three-pointer. It's off the back of the rim.
Nice rebounding from the Grizzly Cubs. And they end up with it. Ewing, oh, a perfect dish to Sappenfield, but a foul is called before the shot.
Kimbrell on the wing. You know she's going to shoot it, and she's going to hit it. Fourth three of the night for Scarlett Kimbrell.
Scarlett Kimbrell only averaging 8.7 a game. She's already got 12. There's still a minute left in the first half. And Ewing is going to get the steal there. What do you know?
Here goes another one. That one's off the back of the rim. It touched the cord, they say, and the Artesians will get the ball. So under a minute to go here in the second quarter, and the Grizzly Cubs have kind of pulled away a little bit here with a lot of help from this aggressive press that they're playing. Lingle will inbound it. Rottenkrantz surveys. She's getting trapped. She doesn't have a dribble. They're going to have to get it across the line. It's turned over, and Kimbrell tiptoes the sideline. She gives it up. Reinhold for three. That's another air ball.
Student section is going crazy after that air ball.
Less than 30 seconds here to go now in the second quarter. Rottenkrantz trying to get somewhere. Mallory thought about the three. She decided against it.
Only 10 seconds left here in the half. Artesians need to get a shot off.
Foul committed.
Looks like we're going to have two shots here from Rottenkrantz.
Rottenkrantz so far tonight is 2 of 4 from the line. Make it 3 of 5. Rodenkrantz's second free throw is good.
Seven seconds here for a shot to go up for the Grizzly Cubs.
Clem's running out of time. Last shot for a second, Maddox. I thought that one was good from our angle. That looked like it was perfect. Just a little too much power from Kimbrell. That'll do it for the first half of this conference matchup. The Artesians trailing the Grizzly Cubs 13-28. We'll be back for the second half of action. You're watching Martinsville versus Franklin Community on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSAA TV.
My philosophy is we're going to throw to score points in this league and run.
Zach Moss the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown! Another big play for Josh Downs. And he's picked off by the Colts. Puts it outside. Down the far sideline. He's at the 30. And the Colts defense has come up with a stop.
You come to Lucas Oil Stadium, you're in for a 60-minute just brawl.
And it's going to be some exciting football.
We just got a good group of guys that can shock some people. We know what we're capable of, and there's no secret recipe to that. We're just going to work hard and, get to where we want to get to.
Let's go!
We're a young, hungry group, ready to go. We just want to win. Ready to get started.
At Home Bank, we value our communities. Homegrown, home style, home team, home for the holidays, your new home. Because at the end of the day, this is your bank. And when a bank really understands your needs, you feel at home.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
The IHSAA Student Advisory Committee is a group of 9 junior and 9 senior student athletes from across Indiana, nominated by their principals, who serve as a liaison between the IHSAA and the student athlete community. The SAC provides input and feedback to the IHSAA on a wide range of issues related to high school athletics.
The SAC meets several times each year to receive hands-on leadership skills and to discuss issues related to high school athletics, including sportsmanship, safety, eligibility requirements, and the overall student-athlete experience. The committee also works to promote the values of high school athletics, such as teamwork, respect, and perseverance.
The SAC organizes and participates in various community service and leadership activities throughout the year within their home communities and as ambassadors during IHSAA state championship events, as well as planning and administering the annual Student Leadership Conference, where student athletes come from across the state to learn about leadership and teamwork.
The IHSAA Student Advisory Committee plays an important role in representing the voice of student athletes in Indiana and helps to ensure that high school athletics in the state remain focused on promoting the well-being and development of all participants.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office / home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen / art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage / rehearsal space insurance. Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Holman, he'll fire his three.
Welcome back to John R. Wooden Gymnasium. It is currently halftime with the Franklin Grizzly Cubs up 28 to Martinsville's 13. So far, it has been the story of Franklin's amazing defense, and right now Scarlett Kimbrell is leading the way with 13 points. She has hit 4 threes so far, and she has been lights out from three-point range. We will be back with the second half of action in just a few minutes. You're watching MHS versus the Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSAA TV.
My philosophy is we're going to throw the score points in this league and run to the
Zach Moss the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown! Another big play for Josh Downs. And he's picked off by the Colts. Puts it outside. Down the far sideline. He's at the 30. And the Colts defense has come up with a stop.
You come to Lucas Oil Stadium, you're in for a 60-minute just brawl.
And it's going to be some exciting football.
We just got a good group of guys that can shock some people. We know what we're capable of, and there's no secret recipe to that. We're just going to work hard and, get to where we want to get to.
Let's go!
We're a young, hungry group. We're ready to go. We just want to win. We're ready to get started.
At Home Bank, we value our communities. Homegrown, home style, home team, home for the holidays, your new home. Because at the end of the day, this is your bank. And when a bank really understands your needs, you feel at home.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their two-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to the John R. Wooden Gymnasium on the campus of Martinsville High School for this second half of action. So far, the Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs are up 28-13 on the Martinsville Artesians. Maddox, give us a little recap of the first half.
You know, the story of the game really has been the scoring, and it's been really good for the Franklin Community Cubs. Scarlett Kimbrell came out in the first half with 4 3-pointers. That's just 12 points alone in comparison to her 8.7 average each game. And they've also put a ton of pressure on the Artesians. We talked about it in the opening. The Artesians need to handle the pressure. And it's been one of the keys to the game all year. You see it every time a team puts pressure on the Artesians, especially like a full court press. The Artesians just start to worry and they don't know how to handle it. And they do not know how to handle it tonight. Hopefully, Coach Nuggles can fix it at halftime.
So far to start the second half, the Artesians have forced the turnover, and now they're looking to score. Right now it's Mallory, now it's Rottenkrantz surveying. She's pressured by Kimbrell. Lingle has it poked away. She's able to corral it. Goes down to Lewis, and it's taken away by York. York is pushing it up the floor. They'll slow it down, and it's a turnover.
Nice
Layla
work.
Mallory.
Nice work from Trinity Jones, too, getting a tip on that one. Mallory able to hustle over and get the steal.
And there they get B. Ewing on the foul against Lingle. Lingle finds Rottenkrantz. She thought about the three-pointer. She goes in and she drives, and it's blocked by York. Excuse me, that's Sappenfield. And B. Ewing finishes on the other end.
Nice work there from the Grizzly Cubs. Stalled in the first half. Fast breaks. Fast teams get fast break points quickly. And we saw it there. Ooh.
Trinity Jones is found in the corner.
Rottenkrantz needs some help.
She's running out of time. That's a 5-second violation.
Nice work from the Grizzly Cubs. Whoever was guarding Rottenkrantz got her to pick up her dribble. And then everybody else immediately went to face guard their opponent. It led to a 5-second call. Nice work from Franklin.
Yeah, that's exactly how you want to work a trap. B. Ewing is found wide open. What a pass to find B. Ewing for the wide open layup.
Nice offensive work coming into this second half for the Grizzly Cubs. Artesians need to find a solution.
Rottenkrantz is trapped again. She finds Lewis, who finds Jones in the corner. 4-3. That one's just out. Clem pulls down the rebound.
You know, that's one of the beautiful things about when you successfully get out of a trap, because if you're getting trapped, one of your guys is open. And Marina Rottenkrantz found him. She was sort of getting trapped, so she could have reached around her defender and fed it to Lewis. Lewis got it to Jones in the corner for an open three. Shot just not able to fall.
Meade is checking in for Lingle. York inbounds it to Clem. And it goes back to York on a handoff. B. Ewing in the paint. There's another three-pointer. That one's good. The 5th three tonight for Scarlett Kimbrell.
Kimbrell's coming out shooting in the second half. She had 4 threes in the first half. We'll see if she can match it in the second half.
That one is dropped by Mallory, and that's going to be another Artesian turnover forced by this absolutely suffocating Franklin trap. Kimbrell shoots another deep three. Man, when you feel it, you really feel it, Maddox.
I guess so.
She has shot 10 so far tonight and hit 5. Kimbrell, another one. That one's good. Scarlett Kimbrell.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Jack, but she looks like Tyrese Halliburton when she shoots that three. It's sort of like the catch it, sort of get it up to your ear, and then take like a step in. That's exactly what Tyrese Halliburton, a guard for the Indiana Pacers, does.
Yeah, that's probably the best comparison I could give it, Maddox.
As soon as I saw the shot from in warm-ups, I was thinking it looks like Tyrese. We get a timeout called. Coach Knuckles, he's wanting to calm his girls down. And, you know, we saw a timeout early in the first half when Scarlett Kimbrell was going off from beyond the arc. And I bet Coach Dave Knuckles is having a very similar talk with his girls.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to shoot it like Tyrese, you better make it like Tyrese. And I think Scarlett Kimbrell is doing just that tonight.
She sure is.
Kimbrell right now is pulling away with the lead scoring for the Grizzly Cubs with 19 so far. The next in line is Ewing with 6, York with 3, and Runyon with 4.
Another great thing for the Grizzly Cubs in this game, their shooting obviously coming from Kimber. And their defense has been very well tonight. They're putting a lot of pressure on the Artesians, getting those steals, getting those fast break points, and limiting the Artesians when they're in the half court.
And especially at Kimbrell's size, whenever you can shoot it like that, you know, you see someone with Kimbrell's stature, 6'5", and she's shooting it like she's a point guard. There's another three-pointer, not by Kimbrell, but that one's Sappenfield, and that one falls.
Threes are raining for the Grizzly Cubs here in the second half.
Rottenkrantz breaks the press. That one's lost, and here goes York. Slowed down a little bit. Kimbrell has it. Gives it to Sappenfield. York in the corner for 3. That one's good.
Back-to-back three-pointers for Brooklyn York. York is second on the team in scoring as she has 12.3 points per game. I'm sure she's awfully close to that one tonight.
Yeah, we're seeing right now basically a shoot-around for the Franklin Grizzly Cubs. They have 576 three-point attempts on the year, which is just an insane number, Maddox.
It sure is. And they can hit them, too. Their team as a whole is 31% from the three-point line. It's about 3 out of every 10 threes that you take, and that's a pretty good number.
So Jade Mead was fouled during that sequence. She'll go to the free throw line for 2. Mead on her first free throw is good. Yeah, Maddox, like you said, 31% on the year from three-point land. And they shoot, if you take that total number of three-pointers and divide it amongst their games, they shoot almost 30 three-pointers a game.
Wow.
And whenever you're shooting 31%, do the math, folks, that's over 10 three-pointers a game. As here's Kimbrell again. Oh, my goodness. I thought it was going to be a 7th for Kimbrell on the night.
Yeah, they're putting up some 2016 Golden State Warriors numbers there with those threes. 30 a game. It's unbelievable.
They're going to get Rottenkrantz on a charge. York is the one who took the fall. And Franklin's going to take over. Up by 30 right now with 3:16 to go in this third quarter. Sappenfield dishes it to Clem. Now back out to Ewing. Another 3, no good. Hit the top of the backboard.
Nice rebounding from Jade Mead.
It's a matchup that we've seen all night tonight. Clem versus Rottenkrantz. And Clem has done a great job defensively as Meade puts one up. That one's no good. Rebound was pulled down by Ewing. Right now it looks like Franklin's kind of just trying to feed the hot hand with Kimbrell out on the perimeter. Foul is committed by the Artesians. They got Meade for that one. So Ewing and York head to the bench.
Excellent performance there from both of those young ladies.
For the Artesians, Ruttenkrantz heads to the bench. For Lingle, that one goes for Kimbrell again. She has 21 points on the night tonight, folks.
Still a quarter left to play as well.
So right now the Grizzly Cubs are up by 32, and the rule is if you go up by 35 or more, it becomes a running clock. As Lingle thought about the three, but now Mallory will take the three, and that one's good. Layla Mallory cashes in on the three-point opportunity.
Nice shot there from Layla Mallory. Some good work offensively for the Artesians. Clem tries to retaliate. She does.
Another made three-pointer for this Franklin Grizzly Cub team.
You see Clem having an offensive effect, but she also has a very big defensive effect as she keeps up with pretty much every player that she is on.
Lewis was trapped in the corner. She fed it down to Meade, who was guarded closely by Kimberly, who committed a foul. And now Lingle will take it out underneath the basket. Lewis loses it and bounced it off her knee, and it'll be Franklin ball. So if the trend continues, Maddox, and Franklin hits another three here, the running clock will be in effect. There goes Urban. She dishes it down, and she's fouled. I believe they're going to get Jade Meade on that one again, and they do.
Mike Armstrong, the coach for Franklin Community, obviously pretty happy with the way his girls are playing tonight. Coach Armstrong is 37-8 in his second year at Franklin Community. 19-2 this year, looking to make it 20-2 and go 7-0 in the Mid-State Conference, get a sweep going. He also coached from 2001 to 2020 at Perry Meridian. Had a pretty successful career there. He is 463 and 342 in his 36th year overall coaching. That's a lot of experience.
Yeah, it is. A lot of games have been coached by Mike Armstrong, and he's done a great job this year.
That's right. Franklin definitely knew what they were doing when they hired Coach Armstrong. He's done excellent work with these young ladies. Jack said it earlier, 10 seniors on this Grizzly Cub team as Mallory gets it in for two. 10 seniors on this team, and they've been playing together since middle school. The chemistry is just unbelievable in this Franklin offense.
That'll do it from this third quarter. The Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs lead 49, the Artesians 19. You're watching Martinsville versus Franklin Community on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSAA TV.
philosophy is we're going to throw to score points in this league and run to the
Zach Moss the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown! Another big play for Josh Downs. And he's picked off by the Colts. Puts it outside. Down the far sideline. He's at the 30. And the Colts defense has come up with a stop.
You come to Lucas Oil Stadium, you're in for a 60-minute just brawl.
And it's going to be some exciting football.
We're back here for this fourth and final quarter of action as Lewis pulls the 3.
Nice shot there from Maya Lewis. It's her first 3 of the night.
The drive and the kick.
Runyon takes it to the hole. Nice work there from Aubrey Runyon.
Layla Mallory is blocked. That's Emma Sappenfield on the block. So if things continue to go how they've gone so far tonight, Maddox, this Franklin team finishes the year 7-0 in the Mid-State Conference, as that one up to Runyon on another layup, and that one's good. As I was saying, Franklin would finish 7-0 in the Mid-State Conference, sweeping everybody, and this would put the cherry on top for this amazing season they've had so far.
Now, I'm not sure when the last time a team in the Mid-State Conference got a sweep. And Franklin was awfully close. They went 6-1 last year. Their only loss was to Mooresville.
So a great feat, as they will end up winning the Mid-State by a sweep. As that one up to Runyon. She scores her 6th point so far already in this first minute 15 of the fourth quarter.
So the only 2 losses that Franklin Community has is a loss in overtime to the number 2 ranked Center Grove Trojans in the Johnson County Tournament Championship. Once again, number 2 ranked Center Grove Trojans in overtime is one of their only losses. They also lost to number 5, Hamilton Southeastern. And coming up this Thursday, Franklin Community will play Jennings County, who is ranked 7th in the state. So we talked about it. You don't want to, sort of trap yourself there thinking about another game before you get done with the one you're playing, but I think it might be safe to start putting your mind on that Jennings County game.
Yeah, and for this Artesian team, next week they go to Edgewood to play the final game of their regular season. Then after that one, they prepare for Bloomington North.
That's
I talked with Coach Knuckles earlier today, and he says that Franklin plays very similar to Bloomington North, so this could be a little preview of what we might see. They've already played this year, Bloomington North getting the best of the Artesians in that one. But you never know. The Artesians might have something up their sleeve going into the postseason.
Looks like after Franklin plays Jennings County, they'll have Shelbyville in their first round of sectionals. Shelbyville, pretty solid team, 14-7. Looks like they played each other earlier in this season. Franklin got the win 60-32. Looks pretty similar to how this one's going to pan out.
Good little post fake there. That one doesn't go for Addie Morris. Mallory driving left. Dishes it off to Hamblin, who can't pull it in. And that's another Artesian turnover. That's a three-pointer from Urban. That one's too strong, but it's pulled down by Runyon. And now Reinhold, the layup is no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Addie Curlis. Curlis now pressured by Morris. They're going to get Morris on a foul. So Mallory now guarded by Urban. Mallory drives and it's poked away by Urban. Now Reinhold will go up. Three-pointer from deep. That one's too short. Dish down to Morris in the paint. I mean, that's just some of that chemistry we talked about, Maddox. Great ball movement, finds a perfect wide open shot. As now Franklin leads by 34 in this fourth quarter.
That's right, and you love to see that young chemistry. Well, actually, I guess it's not really young chemistry because most of the players on this court are seniors, because Franklin Community does have 10 of them compared to the Artesians 4. Speaking of 4 players check in for the Artesians: Lewis, Jones, Potter, and Rottenkrantz. Mead, the only one, or excuse me, Lingle, the only one to stay.
So they get all 4 seniors on the floor, including Maya Lewis, the only non-senior right now remaining. So this Franklin team, like we talked about, their chemistry being so great. A lot of these players have stayed on the team and they have played with each other all since their freshman year. So they've gone through this program for these last 4 years, and it's clearly gelling well right now as they're about to head to their final game of the year and then into the postseason.
That's right. That's what 4 years of experience will do to a team, especially being coached by one of the best in the business, Mike Armstrong.
Rottenkrantz's first free throw is no good. Her second one is.
We get a foul called on Rottenkrantz. Looks like blocking foul. And Marina Rottenkrantz getting a standing ovation here. An incredible player that the Artesians have had. Standout role model. And she'll go to the bench for the last time at John R. Wooden Gymnasium.
Yes, she's been a starter since her sophomore year, played a little bit of varsity action as a freshman. Morris is no good on that one. So Franklin, these last few years, I'll rattle off the records of these last 3 years, headed into this one. So with this senior group, the Franklin record in the 2020-21 season, they won 22, lost 3. From the 21-22 season, they won 28 and lost 2. And then just last year, they won 18 and lost 6. So far, they only have 2 losses on the year. And they're going to add one in the win column tonight.
Some high hopes for this Franklin team.
Jones tries a three, and that one's good. Jones gets on the board at her last showing at John R. Wooden Gymnasium tonight. So now for this Franklin team, we look to their last regular season game against Jennings County, and then into the postseason. And speaking of postseason, 2 years ago when this group of very talented seniors were just sophomores, they lost the state championship game. So that just goes to show how much talent this Franklin roster has, from the top of the starters to the bottom of the bench players.
That's right. And they made it to the state championship game, but they did lose. So you definitely know that this group of seniors is very eager to get a state championship under their belt.
Turnover forced by Lingle. Lingle gives it to Lewis. Lingle drives baseline. Nowhere to go. Back out to Lewis. Now to Potter at the top of the key. Curlis is looking for somewhere to go, and she has nowhere. She's fouled by Mackenzie Owens. And now these seniors are going to get another standing ovation as the remaining three seniors take their spot on the bench, and Coach Knuckles gives them a word. In the paint, that one's no good. Rebound pulled down by Curlis as a minute 15 is remaining in this final quarter of action as that one's stolen. Reinhold takes it down. Three-pointer is an air ball, and it's pulled down by Allie Greenwell. That one's stolen. Here goes Morris. And Morris finishes with the left hand.
Grizzly Cubs pouring it on the Artesians here. 61-27. 40 seconds and counting left.
Greenwell thought about the long two as Hamlin fakes on the three, pulls up mid-ranger. That one's short.
It's going to be out on Sophie Reinhold. Or excuse me, out on Artesians.
Another three-pointer. They're going to continue to shoot here in the final seconds.
That's right. You got to remember this group is also senior, so nothing to lose here. As time winds down, this one comes to an end.
And that will do it from John R. Wooden Gymnasium as the Artesians fall 64-27 to the Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs. I would like to thank everyone for watching, and a big thanks to the students in the broadcasting program at MHS and the students that are in the MHS Rewind class. Those students were Hank Fields, Mia Boyd, Kaylee Maxwell, Casey Cromwell, and Lucas Edwards. For those students, along with my broadcast partner, Maddox Dilly, I'm Jack Reeves. Good night, everyone.